Hello traders and welcome to the Friday wrap-up, October 10th, 2014. Traders, great to be with you, coming to you live from Pattaya, Thailand. Actually, for me, it's very early on a Saturday morning as we are 11 hours ahead of the United States. Traders, this is brought to you through FXCL Excellence in Trading. Traders, great to be with you on another Friday after the New York close. We've got about 18 charts to look at. We're going to look at a bunch of daily charts today and see what we can see, what's possibly happening. Pretty some interesting charts, as a lot of these charts are at extremes, and we're going to see if they're going to maybe do a fib reversal. So we'll take a check. Traders, let me introduce myself to you. My name is William Gilday. I'm your moderator for the Friday wrap-up, and we do this every Friday after the New York close, usually about 4, 5, 6 hours after that. And I've been trading since 2006 and 2008. I came to Thailand for a 3-month holiday to celebrate my 27-year career as a public safety officer in the great state of Florida. Traders, today I'm still in Thailand 7 years later, and I'm absolutely having a wonderful time. All right, traders, let's get the legal stuff out of the way. This is our risk disclaimer. Forex trading has a large potential rewards, but also a large potential of risk. You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the Forex markets. Traders, please do not trade with money you cannot afford to lose. Traders, always remember that past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. All right, traders, we're going to start off today with our commentary. And let me see if I can get that screen back up here. There we go. All right, so these markets in the States closed in the red. The Dow 30 closed down at negative 0.69%. The S&P 500 closed down 1.15%. And the NASDAQ closed in the red at 2.48%. Long time since we've seen those kind of numbers coming out of the States. The DAX also in the red at negative 2.40%. The FTSE 100 down 1.43%, and the CAC 40 is also down 1.64%, and the Euro Stock 50 is down 1.53%. Traders, let's take a look and see what happened in Asia at their close. The Nikkei 225 is down 1.15%. The S&P ASX 200 is down negative 0.05%. The Shanghai closed negative at 0.62%, and the Hang Seng is also in the red at negative 1.90%. And ending this one, the Kospi is also negative at 1.24%. So not too good of a ending for Friday in our trading week as far as the indices go. Commentary for this week is, I thought the trading week was really a poor trading week. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday was really crazy. We ended up with that FOMC that really jolted the market, moved these pips, 80, 70, 60 pips in one direction, and basically what happened was it takes another whole day for the market to turn around and sort of like level itself out. I will say there was a couple of currency pairs that did really great pullbacks, almost 100%, and took back all the profit that was made with the FOMC, such as the pound, I think it was, actually pulled all the way back to where it actually started, but it took 24 hours later to do that. So it wasn't tradable for us, as if we go into the London session, it already had started early into Asia, like way before the Tokyo Open, like 2 hours before Tokyo Open. All right, traders, let's take a look at our daily chart review. And let's start with our Aussie Yen. Aussie Yen, notice this daily chart. Basically, it's been above the 200 exponential moving average for quite some time. It's been at the 200 exponential moving average for about 2 weeks and finally has broken below it. Thank you, FOMC. And so maybe
it's 10 hours.
Maybe we can take a look at what's going to happen coming forward into next week. I'm going to stay bearish. We are below the 200 exponential moving average. This is the second close below it, so we have a lower high and a lower low. So my bias into next week on the Aussie Yen is to the downside. Let's take a look at the beast, the pound yen. What a fun pair to trade. Traders, this pair is absolutely bullish. It's way above the 200 exponential moving average, and we're looking for this to bounce here. We're at 38.2, and that's at 173.67. So I would expect to see this pair bounce here and come back up, but we'll see. We might see a change of trend here. We might see this come back up to the 61.8, which is at 176.35, turn around and then come back down again. If it breaks the 200 below it, then my bias changes. But right at the moment, it's bearish until we see some sort of a change. However, intraday, I would be looking for long trades. And here's our Euro Aussie. Absolutely has done nothing this week. It's just been sideways. It's been an absolutely horrible week for the Euro Aussie. It hasn't really did anything. In fact, it's probably almost 2 weeks since I traded the Euro Aussie, and I really enjoy trading that currency pair. It's a lot of fun. Here's the CAD Yen. Interesting. I put this on here because I wanted to show you that I took the slides like within a half hour ago, and we can see that we are at major support now on the daily chart. And look at how this reacted at resistance level, which was at 99.80. So this is a really interesting pattern to watch. We're going to see if this actually takes a reversal now and continues the trend to the upside on the CAD Yen. So really interesting pair. We'll see what happens. Just be careful with these yen pairs. Kuroda has spoken every single day, and the word intervention comes to my mind, and they're going to do something. And as you know, they don't announce anything; they'll just do it, and they always do it at either the beginning of a session, the end of a session, or in the middle of their lunch. So you never know when they're going to do whatever they're going to do, but I think they're going to do something. Here's a Euro New Zealand, another great pair to trade. This is bullish. It is above the 200 exponential moving average. However, this week it was kind of nasty. There are some pips there. These are some pretty big candles, and there are some pips that you could have traded. However, if you look at it, there's a lot of wicks here, and it just shows like a lot of uncertainty what it wants to do. It's definitely not in a trend. It's definitely in a range. But like I said, there's a lot of pips there. You can trade the range. And you probably should have a strategy to trade the range, as currency pairs probably 75 to 80% of the time is in a range. So why not trade them? All right, here's a Swiss yen. Thought I'd do something a little bit different. The Swiss yen is below the 200 exponential moving average, which is absolutely wonderful. It's taken out the previous low today, and we're going to see what's going to happen here. But it is at support. It's at major support if you take a look left of the chart. So kind of curious to see what's going to happen in Asia, and see how Asia reacts, and see if this pulls this back up towards the 200. I would expect some sort of a bounce here. I'd be very surprised to see this just come straight on through, even though the yens have been very, very strong. So it is possible this can just break through the support. And I think if it breaks the support and takes out that low at 111.95, I think this thing's going down farther. So we'll have to keep a good eye on that. Fun currency pair to trade. A lot of excitement. It's always on the move. Really nice pair. And here's a New Zealand yen. Again, basically the same situation, below the 200. It's past support, so it's really made that move. And, there's nothing to... I didn't condense the chart up. I'm sure if you condense the chart up, maybe went to a weekly chart and tried to find some support areas, you can find some support there. But if you take a look at this chart, it's broken support, and it's just on the way down. And again, it goes back to that yen strength. And traders, this is the ghost chart. I have no idea what chart this is, so we'll just keep on going. Traders, this is the euro dollar. The euro dollar is at major support here. There's no reason to buy the euro. I mean, even with this little upbeat from last week or 2 weeks ago, there's no reason to buy the euro. It's below the 200 exponential moving average. It is at major support, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. We might get a bounce up. If you like to counter trend trade and you're good at it, you can counter trend trade this. Other than that, I would wait for the fib and then just take it to the downside. But there is definitely no reason to be buying the euro. There's no good news coming out of the eurozone. Now they're talking about raising rates. I don't understand that. And then the next minute they're talking about quantitative easing, where they're going to start printing money. So I'm not sure what they're doing over there in the eurozone, but they're sort of like in a disastrous state at the moment, economically. So we'll see how that goes, and we'll just keep an eye on it as time goes on. Traders, I always like to show you the dollar index chart. Take a look at this, the dollar index chart. Remember, we had those couple of days where we saw some red candles, but look at this. Thursday and Friday, higher highs and higher lows. There we go. There goes the dollar, strong again and moving on up. So your dollar pairs, you should be buying the dollar. End of story. Not much to say. Traders, if you do not have the dollar index on your platform, traders, please just use the dollar yen. They're almost identical. The dollar yen and the dollar index is pretty much the same. So you can always use the dollar yen as a sort of an idea of what the dollar index is doing. But again, we are up at resistance here. If you take a look at the top here, look at this candle with that spike there, that blue candle. Look at that decision. Then you got this little one, and then you got a huge decision candle. So, is that an evening star? That middle candle really needs to be an indecision candle, and it's not. But in my eyes, it looked like a evening star, but it doesn't look like it's working, even if it was, because prices now continue to go up, and the dollar continues to get strong. Traders, on behalf of myself, William Gilday, and our great friends at FXCL Excellence in Trading, I'd like to thank you for joining me for the Friday wrap-up on October 10th, 2014. It's great to be with you. Cloudy skies today. Looks like we get some more rain. It's been raining for the last 2 days, day and a half. And it's quite cool. No air conditioning. It's nice. Traders, remember we have the market opening preview every single day before the London Open. So traders, hope to see you next week and throughout the week. So traders, you have a great trading day. Enjoy your 2-day break, and we'll catch you at the next Asia session. Traders, coming to you live from Pattaya, Thailand. Take care.